Let me know when. And my teeth purple? It's good wine then. I'm back down here at Spolumbo's in Inglewood, and I'm talking to Dan Reid, the owner of POUR Urban Wineries, the self-serve wine bar. Come check us out. Hey Danny, thanks for having me here.
Of course.
Tell me about POUR Urban Wineries.
Oh, geez. This idea started from an inspiration of a restaurant in London, actually, or
London, England.
Yeah, London, England.
Okay.
A place where you could actually try hundreds of samples of wine self-serve. And I came back to Calgary. I actually just looked into liquor laws out of curiosity, and AGLC had approved self-serve wine in Alberta. I think the only province in Canada you can do it. So,
really?
Yeah. So I thought, as a trial, why don't we see if there's any interest, and would people in Calgary, I mean, it's, you know, awkward post-COVID, but maybe self-serve is something people will get on board for, or at the very least, it's a very economical way to enjoy wine or to try what you like before you buy it.
I love that. So, but you didn't always do this. What did you do before this?
My real job?
What's your real job?
I'm in automation measurement sales. So it does
automation and measurement.
Absolutely.
I see
it. It does relate. It's interesting because you'll probably notice around Calgary, you can have wine out of a machine. You'll see certain bars with a very similar looking or the same machine, but they don't pass the savings off to the consumer. The interesting thing about these machines is they can hold wine for up to 8 weeks without going bad, and everything is secure because any ounce poured is recorded digitally.
Right.
So without theft or waste, you can keep the cost of wine very, very low.
I love it. So let's show me how to do it, and I'm going to ask you some more questions.
No problem. So it just starts as simple as a pre-filled card.
Excellent.
And we're looking into maybe like app development because everyone does everything on their phone.
Naturally.
And I'll grab you a glass.
Oh yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
And do I wash it here?
If you wanted to, these glasses are all cleaned. I just rinsed that one out.
Oh, perfect.
So
we're good. Okay.
So this is the wine machine, and the card's simple. You just fill it up with however much money you want. It's an RFID card, so you can refill it as many times as you need to.
So do I keep this card forever?
You could keep it, or if you use it up, you could return it.
They're reloadable.
Nice marketing for me if you keep it.
Right.
So the options here are 1 ounce, 5 ounce, or 8 ounces. So if you wanted to try a 1 ounce, 1 ounce of wine before you had a full glass, that's kind of the point of the machine.
Okay.
So all you do is you put your card into your pour card into this spot here, and it'll tell you the balance of your card. So this card has $20.75, and if you'll see, there's only 1 ounce available. That's actually good to see because that shows you that the bottles are almost empty and have to be changed soon.
Okay.
So for the sake of today, being 10 in the morning, probably just samples are good.
Yes.
So go ahead, find one that you like.
I'm gonna try this one.
Sure, hold your glass under it, and when you press the button, press and hold till you hear click. Perfect.
Click.
There. And that's it.
And that's so easy.
Yeah. And then it tells you kind of what's left on your the remaining balance of your card. Yeah. 1925.
So and then I take my card out?
You bet.
Okay.
And you can use that until you're up.
This is amazing. I just did it myself.
Yeah.
I need one of these in my home. Nope, that would be dangerous.
Well, I know, but that's what people say. It's like, would you want that in your house? Like, we don't have open bottles of wine at the house. They don't last.
They don't last.
Interesting you say that, though. This has a partition that can refrigerate half of it if you wanted 4 whites, 4 reds. But you can buy these machines down to 2 bottles or even an individual bottle. I've heard they're actually coming out with one for sparkling wine.
Ooh.
I know, which I love sparkling wine. So if you could have sparkling wine last for more than a week, that's the goal. So maybe we'll get there one day.
I love it. So inspired by the bar, what's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite wine?
Yeah.
So these are Tony's, one of the owners and founders of Spolumbo's. These are his selection of wines. So I was flattered enough that he wanted to put what he wanted in here. Personally, I don't think you could ever find a better price to have a glass of the Massey.
The Massey,
I saw that. Like, I even have the retail price here in a liquor store. That was pre-inflation, $52.49. It's probably $70 for a bottle now.
Right.
And here you can still drink it for $12 for an 8 ounce glass. So
Okay, I'm trying that one next.
you got to try it. At least
next.
if you're here, you got to try it.
So how'd you get involved with Spolumbos?
It's just, I guess, their involvement in Calgary. They're the Spolumbo's partners and founders are an institution of Inglewood and Calgary.
Yeah.
So when I had this idea, I don't know why, maybe just because they've always supported youth football. When I was coaching, when I was playing, I coached their kids. So I knew that they would be supportive, and they were more than supportive. So it just was a perfect fit. And for this to be just, it's an Italian deli, and there's no service staff, even though the service staff is great.
They're busy.
Yeah, they're busy. So why not? If you're waiting for your sandwich, you can come try some wines.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that.
The location doesn't hurt, having hundreds of people come by a day and see it.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
So good locale.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah. Great
Everything
people.
you want.
And Italian wines. What else do you need?
Mwah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Oh. And beer.
And beer.
I mean, I'm a wine girl, but the beer. So you also have beer.
Yeah, we have beer. Spolumbo's has always served beer on tap. And so when this idea came up, when I presented it, they said, could you integrate beer into the idea too? And at the time I was naive and thought, how hard could it be? It's just another liquid. Now I will say, self-serve beer is hard. There's certain variables about beer that are hard to control. For example, you might be perfect at pouring a beer, but if the keg is under pressure or something,
so many nuances.
Yeah, it can affect the pour. So absolutely, you can self-serve beer at Spolumbo's. I'm just very...
do your research on how to pour.
Absolutely, I'd like to show somebody before they use it. So the staff is very good at it, and that's who will mostly pour. So you can try any one of these beers here. You can read about what beer they're pouring, and they do change their taps often based on what's happening locally in Inglewood.
I love that.
You'll see Cold Garden has their IPA here, and they're just down the street.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love the local thing.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the wine.
Sure.
Okay, so I got this. I put my card in. And you said this is the one I gotta try.
This is the one, yeah.
Okay. Here, I gotta get rid of that.
No worries.
Can't dilute it. Okay, here we go.
Just hold it till you hear it click. There you go.
All right.
Is that the best, or am I a liar? That's the question.
Okay, this is the question. We're testing. Oh, that's good.
It's my favorite.
That is great wine.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't try that. Like you buy a whole bottle. Like you said, you're $50, $70 in.
Totally. So like somebody might be a red wine drinker, or might be getting into wine and doesn't know, or like me personally, I would have never tried a $50 bottle, or maybe if I was giving it as a gift or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you don't even like it, or maybe it's bad
You want to
wine.
try it first before you buy it.
100%.
Right.
So,
I love that.
Yeah, and that's why the ultimate dream would be 8 wines is fun, but to have hundreds of wines by the taste.
Whole wall.
Exactly.
So if a restaurant or an event or a stadium wants to install one of these, they should get a hold of you.
Well, yeah, I think, exactly. I mean, this is new to Calgary, new to Alberta. So I just like being involved in kind of the self-serve alcohol community, I guess, because we're all learning about where could this apply. Crowfoot Liquor is what I heard. They were influential. I think it was them that really got this, maybe lobbied or worked with AGLC to make this happen.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I said, okay, well, what else is the potential here? Maybe you could have one on wheels in the park, because the liquor laws are changing in Alberta. So
that would be good.
Yeah, so if somebody wanted if somebody wanted to talk about this, how, I've done a lot of the legwork. I can just kind of Cole's notes it for you. What did this look like? What does it take?
Or they could have you do it for them.
Or have me do it for you, yeah. And that's the dream, ultimately is, how big can we get the self-serve wine idea to make, quality wine economical for everybody.
So they should find you on Instagram at POUR Urban Wineries.
Yeah, at POUR YYC.
And if they want to get a hold of you directly to either get consulting or just to pick your brain on things, how do they contact you?
Yeah, I think, everybody uses social media right now. So we don't have a website yet, but if you message us, direct message me on Instagram, I can reach out with my cell phone. I'll check it every day.
Beautiful.
Also, do you want me to share my cell phone number on here too?
You can, yeah.
403-585-1062 is my cell phone. Just call me anytime. And it always starts with a conversation. Maybe you want to come by and see it and I can show you.
So with this many bottles, one last question.
Yeah.
For business owners to know.
For sure.
What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 here?
8 bottles,
Eight bottles, okay. How long does it take for the ROI to come to fruition? How many?
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna make you do some math here.
Yeah. Well,
so I got this to drink. You go ahead and think about it.
Without giving exact numbers, that's the reason this was started. I couldn't believe just that the overhead built into a glass of wine. So I believe that 80 cents per ounce is the cheapest AGLC will allow you to pour it. I'm pretty confident we could get to like $1 and still be economical pouring wine. So the ROI would be months.
Months.
Depends on how much wine you sell, but yeah.
You'll sell more now.
We'll sell more now. Those are the types of numbers I love going through because as a new idea, restaurants haven't dealt with wine that can last for 6 weeks or no one broke a bottle or maybe someone over poured by accident. It happens. So.
Well, that's what they do, right?
Yeah, it happens.
Right? I love that. I love when you can grease the waitress and you can get a little extra.
Well, that's it. And we're taking that away from people.
No. You're giving them opportunity to try because you no restaurant's gonna be like, sure, go ahead and try.
Well, they're
8 bottles before.
That was the funnest part of this was the market research.
Right?
How many restaurants are offering wine by the glass? It's always limited because it costs a lot of money to offer wine by the glass. So for sure, if you had somewhere really cool with a 80 wine selection and you could try everyone by the glass, that's what I would prefer anyway.
Well, and think of the partnership opportunities. So if you're a vineyard or if you're a local brewery and you want to get your stuff into a restaurant, you could partner.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
right?
I mean, I love that idea of partnering with the machine to keep your product in here exclusively and then accountability for the business operator to sell it.
Absolutely, so, I love it. Well, thank you so much. Sure. I'm keeping this.
Keep the card.
I'm keeping this. There's still like $18 on here, so we're parking the video, and Art, you need to get a drink of wine too. So thank you so much, Dan. I really appreciate it. This is so cool. The future is automated.
Oh, I love that. I love that the future is automated.